So I just wanted to ask why scholars are not promoting that Islam is Islam. There is no such thing as secularism or modern Islam or things like that.
You have answered your question. What is your question?
My question is why the scholars are not talking about it.
Why the scholars are not talking?
Nice humor.
He has already answered.
Yes.
He likes to know something from you.
Yes, yes. Jazakallah khair, Mr. Tariq or Dr. Tariq. Okay, may Allah bless you. This is another good question, and we often receive it. And we could answer that in many ways, but let's always use the wisest approach with that. And we see that, we as Muslims, we're facing a lot of Islamophobia. I mean, I just shared with you my story. When I go to the States, I get looked at, and I hear stories of people, family members who get harassed in UK and Europe and across the States, verbally by non-Muslims. And this Islamophobia is increasing. And as you stated, even in some Muslim countries, it is increasing. You see, me being a student of some scholars, very well-known scholars, we notice that scholars no longer give lectures. Once they reach 70, 80 years old, they stop giving lectures. They just do Q&A, right? They just stand and have an open session. You ask me a question, I answer. This is what they do when they become very senior. And if you go to YouTube and watch the Saudi television or Middle East television, you will find that 70 to 80% questions ever since 2001 to 2016 are relevant to Islamophobia, terrorism, and violence. And the answers are out there. But the question is, are we searching? Let's say we're searching, and the scholars are doing their job, and the questions are out there. But why hasn't this reached the world? Again, what did we do with this knowledge of these scholars? Did we apply it? Did we share it? Did we implement it? Did we teach it? Islamophobia will remain until the Day of Judgment. As a matter of fact, the situation may increase. I cannot say it's going to get any better. Personal view. Maybe I'm wrong. So, this means we have to prepare ourselves how to deal with these certain situations. Just before the lecture, I was talking to a member of the Saudi embassy, and we were saying that we need to do more programs like this. And something came to my mind. I said, we don't need to talk about terrorism and is Islam a terrorist religion. What we need to do is qualify, assess, prepare, reassess, evaluate those performers of Islam and prepare them to deal with certain questions and to embrace the values and the ethics that Islam presents, which we should represent. So, to conclude with this, I would say the best systematic approach we should avail is to seek Islamic knowledge on our free time. Seek the Islamic knowledge, and Allah will help you. Hope it answers the question.
Of course, we have still 2 minutes more. Just please. Question, please. No speech.
My name is Abdul Rahim. I am from Pakistan. When there is some happening all in the world, and the news will become that there are some Islamic, some group did it. So how can we define that we are not terrorists?
It's a good question.
The question is, if there is some happen in the world, and the news will become that there are some Islamic group did it. So how can we define that we are not terrorists? After that negative.
There is a phrase, an English proverb saying, excusing yourself means you are accusing yourself.
Yes.
Excusing yourself means you are accusing yourself. Sadly, when we go to Facebook after an incident happens, first thing we see is hashtag Muslims are not terrorists. And everybody is so keen to share this with the world. Muslims are not terrorists. I say, why are you accusing yourself, Akhi? You don't have to do that. Because what you're doing is, you're basically calling yourself a terrorist. You're trying to find a way to defend yourself. Don't do that. So what you should do is share hadith, the manners of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. Share Quran, wisdom, fair preaching, the mercy, the justice, the humbleness that Allah requests us to do. Share all the goodness. There is no bad in the Quran. There is no bad in the hadith. Share all of it with the world. And this will allow them to know what Islam is about. But these excuses eventually leads to accuses. So that's the way out of it, for us to share the truth with the world. And Islam is Islam. And there is only one sect that the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, told us to follow. And we see all these people thinking they're following the truth and accusing each other of following a different sect. But the truth is the truth. And there are evidences in the Quran and in the Hadith which present themselves and allow us to be acknowledged about this. خير القرون قرني ثم الذين يلونهم ثم الذين يلونهم. The best of generations is my generation, Prophet ﷺ. Then the generation after, then the generation after. So if you ask me, who should I follow? I say don't follow anybody living today. Follow the Prophet ﷺ and the 2 generations after him.
Brothers, I hate to close such a wonderful meeting between scholars and scholar, because almost all of us who are sitting here, alhamdulillah, they have full knowledge of Islam. They understand very well what is the situation going on in the world, and also they are very much worried that how to spread the right and correct message of Islam in Japan. We thank you very much, Dr. Fawzi Arab Rayyan, for coming to us today. Jazakallah khair. Now I request you to make dua for all the people. Please make dua.
Oh Allah, forgive us.
Ameen.
Oh Allah, have mercy on us. Oh Allah, increase us in knowledge.
Ameen.
Oh Allah, allow us to present Islam and to implement it with the world.
Ameen.
Oh Allah, protect us. Protect our families and our offspring. Oh Allah, have mercy on our parents.
Ameen.
Oh Allah, have mercy on our parents, those who are alive and those who are dead. Oh Allah, grant us wisdom and grant us Jannat al-Firdaus. Ameen. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Oh Allah, give us in this dunya good and give us in the akhirah good and protect us from the hellfire. Ameen. وصلى اللهم على محمد.
JMPF could not arrange a big feast for you, so no dinner is available. So I'm very sorry for that, because all of you have very good food in your houses. So we decided that we shall give you fruit. There is a banana and orange. Please open that bag. Humayun Sahab, please open that, and everybody, with these words, our meeting comes to the close, and now Salat will be there in Isha time. So, Jazakallah khair, shukran jazeelan. Inshallah.